So it's one day before I have to go to Philadelphia, and things are going pretty good, although even my emergency stuff cost a little bit more than I thought it would. Mainly it was medicine that I needed. But I do have a car now. ...2016, I think, Impala. Huge, huge. Bernie would say huge trunk. And back seat's pretty good too. So it should be great for my other Bernie bros that are coming with. I got one rep, one delegate, and two protesters, me included in that. Good size. So during the protest, this is going to be my setup. Strap this on my left, strap this on my right. And I think I'm good to go. Yeah. Whatever. Let's go. Time to get a couple more things. My biggest fear is, getting tear gassed. And I just want to make sure that I'm ready for that, because they say that if you get tear gassed, the residue stays on your clothes for a while. And it's seemingly hard to get off, and you may have to just discard these clothes. So I want to figure out the garb that I'm going to wear. I always envision showing up at a protest in a suit, although it is going to be in the 90s, 80s and 90s. So maybe just a white shirt and dress pants and tie. I got old shoes I can wear. I'll have to buy new ones after this. I'll have to probably buy newer ones for the actual convention if I get in. Now the convention, here's how it's going to work. I am not a delegate. Unfortunately, I didn't know that I could have been a delegate in time. I asked somebody, they didn't answer me till it was too late. But I tried to become an at-large delegate, which is very hard, and even harder because people who are voting for you mainly don't know you. You have to maybe have one or two individuals who vouch for you, that's it. At least when you're trying to be a delegate, you're in the community and the community knows you best, and obviously it's your congressional district. And not to gloat or anything, but I think my chances would have been really, 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 really good. And we actually are from the 4th Congressional District. And to send a message to all of our people, we decided to send all minorities to the Democratic National Convention for the 4th District. The biggest reason is because, I mean, we're from Wisconsin, so yeah, there are big, pockets of minorities. However, it's just not as diverse, and Milwaukee has the most diverse district, the 4th district. So we had a mayor come up, and he was one of the delegates, and he said, look at this room, look at the people who are here, let's make sure that we send a message to the DNC and even Wisconsin, with the most diverse district that we have. Let's send as many diverse people as we could. Obviously, it took some people out of the race, but you know what? Majority of the people in the caucus that voted for these people were white. So that felt really good that the community band together with an idea. It wasn't just like, minorities against whites. It was probably Well, as far as delegates, minorities and whites, it was probably 60-40. And as far as people in the caucus, it was probably 30-60. Maybe a little less than that, but it was a really powerful message, especially for Bernie, because everybody's been talking about how they think that Bernie, has got a problem with minorities, and maybe the writing's on the wall now, but I don't think it was much as he had a problem with minorities in general. I think the problem was that minorities in the United States, God bless them, I'm one of them, they're mainly working class and middle class and lower class. There's nothing wrong with that. However, when you are busy and you are working, two, sometimes 3 jobs to just, keep your family secure, safe, well-fed. Hell, nobody has time to really delve into candidates. They're going to see Clinton, who they known for 8 years, and then she was in the Obama administration another 4 years, so that's 12 altogether. You're going to pick the candidate you know the most. And it's the same problem with the superdelegate count, was that you had 500 superdelegates endorsing Clinton before there was even another person running, or at least known to be running. I mean, that's obviously not fair. Now, if the DNC, the National Committee, if they get rid of superdelegates, that would be great. I think a lot of people will be happy, and I don't think that there is any way they can keep them after this election. Obviously Bernie went into it knowing about the superdelegates, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, he knew the rules. But the superdelegate process, as I've always been saying, was never designed to actually compete against a president's wife. That's a pretty big difference between any other time. Yeah, superdelegates, last time, Obama, he overcame, right? Okay. It was really hard to not recognize that campaign as something very different. Now, you can look at Barack Obama and know he's black. You can't look at Bernie Sanders really and know that he's Jewish. So our first Jewish president, I would have been all about that. But you win some and you lose some. So right now I am going to the mall. I'm going to H&M. Get some cheap but nice looking clothes. At least have something that I can replace, or something that I can ruin without feeling bad. Because that's really what it is. The name of the game is going to be, I'm out there in the streets, if I'm in a shirt and a tie, I want to be in at least something that I don't care as much about. If that makes sense. So I'm excited. This is going to be a 13-hour drive. Me and 4 other guys. The biggest car I could get, an Impala. I mean, I could have got a Taurus, but those are obnoxious. But I feel really good. I'm really blessed. And thanks for listening. I'll post an update about how blessed I am with all of the Bernie people. It's all funded by Bernie people only. And so I'll talk about that next time. We're ramping up. I tried to do it this every day, or at least every week, until the lead up. I've been so busy with the lead up I haven't been able to. But now is the time to really get into it. I got 2 days before, and then I have a whole week where it's going to be nothing but Bernie, 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 go, go, go. And let's see what happens, because nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And that's a fact. So this is Alex Dominguez signing out. Feel the burns. Still Sanders. Bernie's never say die.